biggest nocturnal festival is back. The 15th edition of the Singapore Night Festival hits the precincts of Bugis and Bras Basah this weekend, organized by the very industrious and hyperactive National Heritage Board of Singapore. To talk more about the concept of the event and what's going to be happening here, we speak to David Chu, who's the festival director, and Sam Low, who's created this fantastic concept of wonderment.
Okay, so David, 15th edition of the Singapore Night Festival, obviously it's very popular. How did it come about today?
Well, the Singapore Night Festival came about as a place-based festival, and the festival started to activate the entire Bras Basah.Bugis precinct. So we decided that we would have a signature annual festival. 50 years later, this is where we are.
And about the theme of the festival, what is the theme and how did you come to this?
So the Singapore Night Festival tries to showcase the history and heritage of the Bras Basah.Bugis precinct. And part of that history are the early schools that were founded in Singapore right here in Bras Basah.Bugis precinct. So these early schools like ACS and Joseph's institutions and Anthony's convent all started here. And we wanted to showcase the memories, history memory, and also the heritage of the schools that started here, but also to bring back very fun elements, to the festival itself this year.
That's really interesting. So the atmosphere is very festive, and I'm sure tourists who come to Singapore from abroad would also like to visit something like this and take really good memories. So do you work with the Singapore Tourism Board to popularize the Singapore Night Festival?
Indeed. So some 30% of our visitorship comes from tourists. And because of that, we also then work very closely with our colleagues at STB and to really cross-promote and market the Singapore Night Festival every year to key markets or tourists that Singapore is interested in. And we go out to these markets to try and get tourists to come, especially during this time of the year. National Day, Night Festival, and then F1.
Thank you very much, David.
Thank you.
Sam, first question to you. How did you get around to becoming a creative artist?
Well, I actually got into it by accident. When I first started doing anything creative, I actually was doing like a lot of designing on the side, and I was actually had an interest in it. And when I first started like doing all these designs, I started putting them on the streets as well. So you can very much say that I started out with street art. And ever since then, it's just been non-stop. I chose art.
Yeah, street art in Singapore. Did you not put that into some kind of trouble?
I did get into trouble. I got in trouble 12 years ago for putting exactly those things out onto the street. But it was actually because of that I actually got into art full time, because I thought this is what I enjoy doing. This is what I want to do with my life. And I made that choice 12 years ago. Never looked back.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Earlier when you were speaking, I heard you talk about how this is your first experience and first creative work you've done of this scale.
Yeah.
How did this come about?
So this came about 4 years ago. I actually proposed this idea of a painted carousel, talking about chasing nostalgia and everything. And because of that, COVID happened, and everything got put on the back burner for 4 years until this happened. And when they came out with the theme, NHB came back and said, do you want to do this year's theme is play? Do you want to make it on a bigger scale? And I'm like, yeah, of course, let's do an amusement park. This is how Wonder World came to be.
So tell us, what should people be expecting when they come to Wonder World at Singapore Night Festival?
Well, when you come to Wonder World, I really want you to expect to have fun. That's very confident to say. But I really want you to have fun. Look at every part. Every part of the park is actually specially designed, specially curated. We have hand-painted elements here and there to show the artistry behind the work. There's also a lot of different Easter eggs that are hidden all around the park as well. There's a commentary on current society as well as the nostalgia space in it. So yeah, there's so much to see. I can't really say that much else. I would want you to come down. Yeah.
Thank you.